Welcome everybody to the stream, and we are going to continue with our super awesome community game. One thing I didn't do is I didn't share the stream on the Discord. If one of you fine folks could do that, that would be super awesome. But yeah, welcome to the stream, guys, here. So, yeah, let's first look at, Eddie's been working on this for a long time, so we have our main character, finally. So this is what he looks like. Zoomed right into his crotch, you know, hello, right? Anyways, yeah, so here's what's our main character is going to look like for the game. So that's pretty badass. I like how my logo is literally right on the crotch. But, you know, looks awesome. So the only thing about this is I don't believe it's rigged. It's a static mesh. So we can convert that to a skeletal mesh, I should say. But once again, I don't think it has a skeleton whatsoever on it, so... But that's no big deal. We can do that on another stream or whatever the case is, but yeah, this stream we're going to work on UI because we have want to get some UI working so we can at least get some sort of a prototypey thing going on and make sure that what we have is fun. Okay, so I did a couple things last time off stream. What I did was, I'll just hit play. I did a sequence here where we have a cutscene that triggers. We're going to do the whole Zelda thing, right? Where it's like, oh, the door closes, oh boy. Door's closing, not working, whatever, but it is what it is. And then I'm trapped in this room. Turn off the music, sorry about that. And then, yeah, our bots appear and we beat up some bots. These ones are ruthless, by the way. Okay, beat some bots. That's super cool. And then you can see it says enemies remaining 0, and then we had a countdown up there. Oh my god, this is like the worst possible wave of all dudes that can shoot me. Okay, anyways. Kick his ass, right? So this feels like a game now, to be honest. Kill him, and then the door opens, and now I can leave, right? So, yeah, I set that up with... I did an event dispatcher here. What do we got here? Oh, AI control. More AI controller stuff. Anyways, set it up here. So I made this a trigger door. Just open this up here. Then begin play. We're just checking if the door's open, and then we close it or whatever the case is. And I believe what I did is in the parent class, actually. Maybe not. I think what I actually did was I just triggered an event in the director blueprints. Yeah, that's what I did for sure. So, you know, is it still on the level? It is. So, you know, here's the sequencer that we're using. And you can see that I put an event on here, door triggered event. So if we open that up here, I just tell that door trigger or whatever to open the door, right? So I'm just triggering an event inside the door that already exists. So that's what we're going to do with those types of events. And then I just put the actual wave trigger zone outside of this, and I have a cutscene trigger here instead. So we hit the cutscene trigger, all this stuff happens, and then I use this. I think I have to open the other one. Then I trigger this from the cutscene. Right, so we just start the wave from the cutscene, but the triggers in the world to hold all the data that we've already set, that we made last stream. So that's super cool. Hopefully everyone's doing good this week. Have not worked in Unreal Engine one bit this week, but I'm happy to get back in here. Okay, so we're going to work on some UI stuff. So let's have a look at what's in here so far. David actually said he had a what's it called? A system for me to look at. So let's have a look at... What was your exact wording? And thanks for posting that in the Discord. We gotta get some more bodies in here so we can get this game communitied, right? But, okay, so I assume in systems. So we don't have anything in here. Did you commit your changes there, Mr. David? Content, or is it in developers? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, there's two. There's two Davids. Climbable spine, yeah, whatever. Hey, Take It was wondering what you think about verse and the end. Sorry, that is too goddamn small. I gotta move it over. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like look at you guys. Whoa, we got a dono already. 15 bucks from Tommy. Hey, thanks a lot for the dono. I'm gonna buy electron nodes for you. Use this donation for that. Sounds good. The reason I don't want to use electronic nodes I would, by the way, is because I just think that everybody would get a little confused during tutorials, personally. I don't know if you guys feel the same way about that, but I will 100% buy that with a donation. Thanks a lot. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm gonna move the chats over here so I can actually effing read them. 1 sec, I'll do this. And where's the rest of them? Here's that chat. We'll go down here. And then, where are you? This guy will go up there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and then this. All right. Should be good. Scale to window. Yes. Perfect. So I'll add that to the crown media here. So 4 more super chats or donations of any variety, and I will throw that up and throw the crown on like usual. So, but anyways, what's your name? David said, TJ reported a bug on Bionic Smash bug reports. All right, we'll have a look then. Max DeFeld, what up? Thanks. Sorry, someone asked me a question here. Robin Hood said, hey, taking wonder what you think about verse and the depreciation of blueprints. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really have much control over it, so I don't think that, you know, stopping to learn blueprint, or stopping the learning of blueprints at this point is like, you know, you're just going to learn a new language. It's not a big deal, but you can use what you've learned in blueprints over there. Maybe, you know, it shouldn't be too vastly different, I would imagine, but you never know, right? But you're still learning the programming languages, you're still learning good practices, all that kind of stuff, right? So, TT's Wave UI and Minimap. I meant the depreciation. Yeah. TG, is your project synced? You know what? You're probably right. Look at that. I'm not gonna. I'm like, David, how dare you not commit your changes? And then that's me. So we'll get this set up here. Starting the diversion agent. So I think we will upgrade to 5.8 after this stream. So we'll have to make sure everybody's logged out. Standby. Oh, accept settings. Oh, okay. Copy that. Maps. Oh, lock me up. Potential conflict. David, get out of the test level, please. Kudasai. We'll open that up here. Yes, open for edits. Okay, there we go. All right, look at all this stuff here. Nice. What says check the volt variable to true. God damn, what the hell? Check the vaultable variable to true if it's a vaultable object. Oh, I see. Okay. So let's check it out. So you said vaulting was working, so... I see. What the hell's happening there? Alright. Huge hitch there. It kind of works. Just not on the top there. What is happening? Why does it keep punting me back to the... I'm just gonna close the project and reopen it, I guess. Anyways, check the mantle vault systems too. What? David, TG, you're gonna love my vaulting system. What? Just kidding. Shit happens. It's all good. I'm not in it. Don't forget to like the stream if you are not subscribed. Hit that button too if you want to join more of the Taken community in the Discord. Links in the stream description. Nice. Yes. Come join a super awesome community full of great game devs. We are always looking for more brains in the hive mind. All right. I understand that David's editing test level, even though he says he's not. Sure, whatever you say, game. All right. Ooh, boy, what is happening here? Blueprint failed to compile. Let's see. Oh, yes, we have the system. Huh. Okay, so we'll get rid of that, I guess. And I do want to use the async system in this stream, to be honest. Okay, what else is broken? Subsystem tags. I assume this is all broken because of reasons. I don't know. HUD marker. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Health bar is not submitted to the repository. I don't have access. It's posted as a zip file in the Discord. Okay. I will grab that here for a sec. Yeah, we'll just delete... Wait, actually, hang on. Do I have... async message subsystems enabled? So I'm not sure why this isn't working, but yeah, we'll get it all to work after, I guess. What else we got here? For that. Okay. What else is broken? HUD listener. So the HUD... I probably just gotta plug this in. No, I guess not. Oh, it's because, yeah, we'll just get rid of that then. That's just to deal with the, cancel listening. And the last one is the minimap. So yeah, David was trying to keep everything decoupled here by using the async system, but if for some reason it's not working for me, I'm not really sure what's happening there. Huh. Alright, whatever. Anyways, play. I mean, the minimap's working for now. It started off pretty far away and then it got in there. So yeah, I'm assuming you use a texture scene capture 2D, and you're just capturing everything but X actors or something like that. Cool. Sweet. So what we could do too is, I don't know if this should be in a component or something like that, but, a UI, like, you know, in our player, for example, we could put a scene capture, not a scene capture, pardon me, it's like a 2D render of a image or whatever, and it can be like a triangle or whatever the case is, and we can just put it directly above our player, and then we can have our minimap look for that kind of stuff. I'm sure that was all in there before I deleted all the async stuff, but that's fine. Okay, let's grab the health bar, because I think we'll start with that. Where was I? I was in here, probably. UI, zip. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Tommy, he's gonna hack me. Unzippity zip that, open with, or sorry, unzippity zap. Extractity dap, right? And move this out of the way now. And we'll open our UI folder. Assets. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, anyways. So let's assets, this will be what's it called? Health bar. Oh, you gave me the U assets. I don't... Is that gonna work? It should work, hopefully. Okay, let's drag all these in and hopefully it'll work. Okay, it didn't work, so I gotta copy and paste these into the actual folder here. Bionic Smash, contents, Bionic Smash, UI, assets, health bar, paste. Alright, there we go. How dare you not work? What do you mean? They're all there. How are they not all here? Huh. That's odd. Is it not? Because they're all here. And they're all in the right folder. Huh. I made those in 5.8. Is that why they're not working in yours and David's? Probably. And then you DM me the Wave UI. Okay, copy that. I don't have a DM from you. Or is it in the here, let's over here. Is it in this? Stream, health bar. Yeah, you did make it in 5.8. That could be the reason why. If everybody's who's watching is out of the project, I will update it to 5.8 right now then. And then maybe we'll get access to that. So why don't we do that? So I will, this is going to be a bit of a process because I gotta, save. I gotta obviously, save this, close this, and then open the Epic Games launcher. Or I'm sorry, I just need to launch this because I have 5.8 pre-installed. So we'll upgrade the project, and then I gotta resave it to the repository, as a new thing, right? So which I'll have to do after the stream probably, because it takes a minute, so. Unreal Engine.
Fortnite gone wild.
Unreal Engine. No thanks. Library.
Bionic Smash will level you up to 5.8. I said, level you up to 5.8.
There we go. Let's see here. Is casting okay if both actors are always loading the level? I do have a great tutorial on that, like Tommy said. So here's the thing. So we want to reduce the amount of load times that we have, right? If they're always loaded in the level, sure. I mean, it depends on the situation, to be honest. Like, if you're casting to a door and then you're casting back to the player or whatever the case is, now you've created a circular dependency. Now you're affecting memory at runtime because they have they're reliant on each other, right? So, you know, the door gets just destroyed for whatever reason. The door stays in memory because it has a reference to the player and the player has a reference to the door. So, you know, Unreal Engine's garbage collection looks at that and says, oh, you know, I can't delete the door because the player's dependent on it. Right? So that's not good. Okay, but if you're doing it only one way, like if the door casts to the player or something like that and then gets destroyed, it's not a big deal. Just make sure you clear the reference, the cache reference to the player. This is 5.8, correct? One sec. Shit, where do you letter documentation home? About. This is 7. I don't want 7. Here, how about this? Yeah, we're in 5.8s. Okay, here it is. Is still, yes, open a copy. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, you know, casting is, if you're casting to C++ classes, like, you know, character or pawn, or any of those, it's basically free. So you just cast all you want to those classes. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, and then, the more you cast, to your player character, then, like I said, that's probably fine. Just do it to a base class because what's going to happen is like your player character is going to get loaded anyway. But yeah, just watch for those circular dependencies because that's what's going to kill you for sure. Okay, but yeah, if that wasn't clear enough or you want like a really good concrete example, check out my casting video. I think that's going to be probably the best video on my channel at some point. So yeah, yeah, it's a pretty under-taught or poorly taught concept, and you know, everyone thinks it's a fucking Unreal boogeyman, you know. So, learning game dev exactly. Casting's okay, but cache when possible. Yeah, you shouldn't be casting pretty much more than once in a in your blueprint graph for the same thing. right? So, where you're going to run into troubles with that is if you die. So, another good example of why to cast to the base class, the character base class. So, if your character dies and gets destroyed, anything that's casted to the player character, that reference is now null. Like, it will not point back to the player because the player no longer exists. Okay, so, what in the F and F is going on here? The project cannot be compiled. Sure. Good God. Anywho's. I forgot what I was just saying. Yeah, so you would need to recast to your player character in order to get a fresh reference to that from all the things that would cast to it, right? So that's why you wouldn't want to necessarily cast to your player character if you only need a specific piece of data or whatever the case is out of it, right? Oh my God, what the hell's going on here now? I don't want to deal with C++ today. My brain's not wired for it right now. Okay, so I think we just got to build from source, probably. Hopefully there's no issues. Yeah, that's the same upgrade to 5.8 I got. Unload your plugin from the 5.7 project first. Oh. Okay. TGS sent that video again. Copy. Let's have a look. Here, where's my Discord? I got some build errors. I'm super stoked. Alright, so we got... Wave UI's done. Font style, still work in progress. Sure, we'll have a look. That's pretty nice. So let's see what the Wave UI looks like on David's thing here. Oh, that's nice. Enemy wave 1. We should have like a next wave incoming as well, I think. Because we have that delay going, so every time that delay fires, or the timer fires, we should update whatever UI there. I don't know if we should have an objective marker too, like destroy all enemies or whatever the case is too, you know what I mean? So, that'd be pretty cool. Is this the same thing? Oh, shit, it's sent twice, that's funny. Okay, anyways. Back to this, what the fuck's happening? Upgrade, default, float, blah, 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 blah. Wait, Bionic projects. Shit! Okay. Well, upgrade, suppresses master by setting default build settings, blah, blah, blah. So, sorry, you already dealt with this, Tommy? What did you do? Taking Grace, it does have that. Have which, sorry. I just scrolled up and saw Tommy now taking talking like, Sean Connery. Bond. James Bond. Right? My mom said life's like a box. My mom says my life's like a box of chocolates. I can't afford a box of chocolates. Just gump shrimp. Alright. When to update to 5.8, or when I updated 5.8, I had to unload all of my plugins first, then update. Then re-download and install the updated plugins for 5.8. Well, shit, hey? Okay, well, let's close this then, and then we should be able to set it in... What plugins did we have? So, you know, get out of here, visual installer. Whoa, what do we got here? We got real time with a £5 dono. Appreciate that. Or 5 quid is what you guys call it over there. Okay, now it's got to update Visual Studio. Jesus Christ. All right, and then I was gonna open my this. Sorry, Bionic Smash. There it is. And just give me 2 secs here. There we go. Okay. So, I'm sure you guys know you can do this. You can right-click and open... Where is it? Show more options. How is my watch battery very low? I charged it last night for the love of effing God. Anyways, why is it not giving me what I want? Here we go. Open with Notepad. Oh, I said always, yikes. We'll fix that after. Anyway, so we got Notepad here now. And now we can set plugins from here, actually, right? Gameplay abilities, yeah, so we can set this to enabled false. You could just F and work, maybe. Okay, so enable false, we'll hit save, and diversion, I guess we'll make that false as well. And gameplay state tree, I think that will be fine. Gameplay abilities enabled. I'm gonna... Should I make that false too? Sure, let's make that false too. And then we can change it all after, and then reopen it. Perfect. And then we'll hit save. And I'll close that, and then hopefully I can right-click, open with Unreal Engine. Shit, I gotta change that, that sucks. What's black and floats on the water? Bin Bag the Sailor. That's funny. Just read Real-Time's thing. Just another example of being ignored, yeah. Sorry, that seems to be the punching bag. Cannot be loaded, maybe operating system error, Jesus Christ. Okay, well forget it, we're just gonna do it in 5.7 for now then. I'll just build like a prototype-y, you know, health bar, and then we can just swap it in with the other one when we have a second here. So, first of all... Open with, choose another app. Always. Okay, so we'll close that, we'll close this. This is gonna not work probably, or is it? Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny, I actually told it to not include the plugins for the 5.7 version. So I gotta fix that now. Why? Bionic Smash. True. 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 All this back-endy stuff. Look at that. Save, close, launch, work, please. Fuck! Alright, what's happening, with, videos, taking grace? I don't know. I've been super busy this week with some, separational things, as, some of you guys in the Discord already are keenly aware of. So, yeah, that's been fun. I spent literally my entire week on that, so that, took a whole, you know, 5 days to build that all up. It's a good job. I'm a real time. It's a good job. Being fat because he's the punching bag. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody else around me all the time. Stop tearing yourself down, fat man. Christ. I mean, I guess your name is literally Real Time Fat Man, but I mean, still. I don't know. I think when women say it, I think it's like more. I don't know. They deeply feel that, honestly, like all the self-image BS. But when men do it, I think it's just like to keep us in check. You know, like I say all the time, like, oh yeah, you know, like I could lose a few pounds or whatever the fuck, right? Like, but I'm not entirely serious. But at the same time, you know, the thought crosses my brain. It's just like, oh yeah, I could probably use a few. Maybe I should hit the gym or something, you know what I mean? Or stop eating like garbage, whatever the case is. I don't know. Yeah, when men do it, it's a bit more, you know, check ourselves kind of the comments. Whereas when women do it, they deeply feel that. And no matter what you say, they're gonna feel that way. Unfortunately. You know, yeah. I wish the world wasn't like that. Check your DMs and see how to fix the compiler error. I will check that. Okay, in your Visual Studio project, edit the two files, game name, targets, using Unreal, public. Yeah, this is yours. Public, type target game, blah, blah, blah. Engine included, order version list, sure, and... I don't want to. I mean, we've already been streaming for half an hour. I don't want to waste any more time on it. I will deal with that this week. I'll upgrade the project on my end. And then I will update the diversion so you guys can all work on it. But let's just get the UI going here. Okay, so we have a master HUD, which is exactly what we want, which I'm assuming David already made, so that's perfect. So with UI here, number one thing is you know, you want to limit the amount of canvas panels, okay? Why is that? Because canvas panels has exact positioning on them, so that is quite expensive to draw, okay? So what I might actually also do, there's some things that don't need to be necessarily drawn every single frame, right? So wave info, probably not. Minimap, for sure would need to. HUD markers, we can deal with that after. Like, we'll obviously have to, like, you know, profile our HUD and see what's causing some issues, right? But yeah, this is generally how I do it. I don't know if David just is copying what I've done or if this is how he does it as well, but yeah, I make all of the own individualized widgets that I'm going to have on my HUD. All the logic is going to remain within them. I'm going to use the HUD class as a which will be in our core, I suspect. HUD class. I use my HUD class as like kind of a global UI you know, dispatch manager or whatever. And then because everything can access the HUD, but nothing should be accessing all the individualized what's it called, widgets, right? So yeah, so I'm going to use the HUD for that. So update health, set percent, sure, right? Everybody's going to have their own HUD class, right? That's local to each client. And yeah, so then everything stays kind of separated out, and then we can put everything on here and have exact positioning on how our HUD's going to be. That's how I would build it, for sure. We can build a couple of just, you know, menu things as well today. So, alright, we got our health bar, that's great. We got this is all built. Cast to game mode as game mode bind to the wave cleared, sweet. Set wave target info, sure, yeah, and then update health. Does that even work for us? Because I recall that not working properly for us. Shit, what do I want? I want, maps. Test level. I understand David's in the map. Alright, so let's hit play. What do we got here? So we got our health, and it's accurate, and the mini-map's also updating as per usual. What we could do as well is, I did a video well over a year ago now, adding a compass in the top. I don't know if that's necessary, to be honest, but we could do that as well. Wasn't that hard to make. And we had a material, and we used a retainer box to add a material on it to give it that, like, bevel effect as well, and then we just added the numbers. Yeah, we can do that. I gotta look up my notes for that, because I don't remember exactly how to do that myself, but, okay, so we got our... God damn it, sorry, that nanite thing's really annoying. I believe you do... virtual... non-nanite marketing job queue overflow performance may be affected. CR shadow virtual... Okay. R shadow... What did it say? R shadow... dot... virtual... this. I don't want to see ya. Okay, or don't listen to me. Effing game. Effing Unreal. Sorry. R... shadow... dot... where I saw it earlier. Distance, dude. I can't remember which one it is. Render every frame. We don't want that. What is it called? Shadow virtual... Can use to disable on screen, even with the message disabled, the floors will still be logged. Okay, perfect. Do I have to, like, restart now, or what? Oh my god. Now there's two of them! I can't remember. It's shadow virtual. There's a pool range or something you can increase. Set are virtual. No, sorry. Set. I'm gonna look at my thing and someone's gonna have the answer here. Virtual. Like pool size or something like that. Someone's gonna have it. TG, I have it in my project. Should I migrate to Biospash? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, 100%. Take a check of DMs, fix a yeah, I got that, no worries. If you need help later fixing that, let me know. I spent 3 hours figuring out to do a 5-minute fix. Isn't that normal, though? So... I just gotta remember this. I'm just gonna take a picture of this, because I cannot remember the code for it, but I know Gemini will remember. Or will know, I should say. This one. Okay. What is the command code to increase the cache size? Or sorry, to get rid of this error, I guess. So yeah, I can't remember what the fuck it is. You've hit a bottleneck with virtual shadow, blah, whatever. Shadow allow, yeah, I don't care about that. How do I what's the code to increase the, what's it called? The virtual shadow map size, I guess, is the best way to put it. Here we go. Okay, so that, and then a value. Okay, copy. So we'll copy that, and we'll go back to here. And I'll delete that, and then I'll paste this, and then we'll say, 248, how about, 496? Is that not enough? Maybe if I do this? No, it's still there. Okay, well, how much more do we need to increase that goddamn thing, hey? I gotta use my calculators now. 496 times 2, 8192. Okay, let's do that one. I don't know why it's still there. Is anyone else frustrated by this? Virtual 0. There, okay. Goodbye, we'll deal with you later. Okay, sorry, that was like 5 minutes of my time I'll never get back. And your guys' time. Why don't you just make the box mesh you're using for the level nanites? God damn it, why- what- Nos, where were you 5 minutes ago, frick? All... Did you have to do it in here? Nope. Shit. Well, I mean, this is just a test level, right? So I wouldn't have that anyway, for the most part. I'd separate that into smaller zones. So, yeah, we can just hide it for now, because it shouldn't be an issue in the actual game. So, anyways, alright, so we got all of that. Does that actually work when I get shot and stuff? There they are. Yeah, kill me, right? Or hurt me. Hurt me real bad. Hurt me real bad. Come on. Just fucking stand here, Jesus. Okay, so it does update, so the health bar already works, so, but, Leroy did make a really cool concept. Let me just find that. And I see that it works for the enemies as well. So, do we have an explosion in here of any variety? Any visual effects like that? I see that you have a slash trail, which is really cool. I want to find an explosion, because I want to do that today, too. Because I'm tired of the bots just not exploding, I just think it's silly. So, okay, you know, visual effects, free. Price. Only show free products. Licenses. Creative Commons. Free Sparks and Embers pack. Not that one. Mixed effects. Ooh. Those are pretty cool, actually. And if those are Creative Commons, I think that's... Yeah, this is perfect, actually. This kind of fits our... In a sense, fits our style. Like, we were going for a little bit more realistic, but I mean... Should be fine. What else we got? No, that's it? Okay. Shit, let's add that to the project. It's pretty dope. What else we got? So, let's do professional as well. Only show free products. Free Magic Niagara effects. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna add that to my library, actually. Now, this is the one that Ali Alazo uses in his videos. That's cool. But that doesn't fit our style, really. Realistic Niagara explosions. This kind of contradicts a couple of things, hey? Like, I don't know, we just gotta nail down a style. I think that this is... I think that we should add this in, though. 100%. And then we'll find the explosion that looks the best, and then we'll add it to the bots when they die. So, mixed effects, perfect. Contents... Perfect. Okay, sweet. There they are. Alright, let's put one of these in the bots here. So we'll go to the enemy base. Bionic Smash. Core, characters, enemies, enemy base. And what we should do is actually put this into the contents Bionic Smash. Core, enemies... Data. We should put this into their data asset. Patrol behavior tree animations. Yeah, so we'll put, you know, oh, somebody told me something. You could put this in a category, so we'll just say, effects, and then we do, like, the up and down, like, whatever this is called. It's, where the backslash is, that other one. And then, that'll put it in a category, and then we'll just say death effects. And, we'll hit enter. Okay, that didn't work. So, maybe it's the wrong one. So, yeah, somebody commented that in a YouTube video the other day, and I was like, man, I want to try that. That actually sounds awesome. But, yeah, I don't see that it worked, so that's okay. Anyways, we'll go Niagara System. Niagara System, please. There you are. And then soft object reference, because we don't want this to be loaded, because they are heavy, right? And then that'll be that. And then we'll close that. We'll go into the enemy base. And... Pardon me, we'll go into the data assets. We'll go attack drone, bottling, and TV Tom. Well, we don't want to open all of those, but these two will be the same. Death effects. Let's see which one we like. Let's see which one we like. Yeah, these are pretty heavy, for sure. So we gotta make sure that these are soft for sure. I wasn't zoomed out far enough, I guess. So that one's no good for what we want. Smoke, explosion... Air explosion, ooh! Oh, and we could actually pick from the 3 of these. That's actually awesome. So we could go back to, where was it here? Sorry, I guess I could do this and edit that. Effects, death, make that an array. We'll hit compile. And perfect, and then we'll hit save. That's perfect. And then here we go. Okay, so we'll put 3 in here. 1, 2, and 3. That's freaking awesome. There's 3 explosions. Okay, and then in the enemy base, where do we destroy the actor? We set the lifespan. So when we set the lifespan, this is where we can load the these into memory here. So let's go to. So we'll delete this because we have that inside of the data asset now as a soft reference. Bot data. We'll get our death effects. Okay, and we'll get a 4 each. And then we're going to async load these guys. This will go off of completed, because once we request a load, then we can, we don't need this sequence, obviously. Oh, sorry, drop loot, XP, skill points, logic. Okay, never mind, that's what that's for. We got to cast to, here's an example of casting. Why do we have to cast here? Sorry, is he still, I wonder if he's still watching here. Oh, where was it? Who was it? Health bar, submit it. Yes, okay. It's... Can I ask a question? Okay, yeah, Blue Flame Official was the one who asked that. So yes, here's an example of where casting is okay. So I have a Niagara system that I need access to. We load it, and then it gives me an object reference, which doesn't have the exact thing that I need. That is the parent of everything in Unreal Engine, so this is not refined enough for me to be able to use what it is, so I need to cast to the Niagara system. Niagara system. And this is a C++ class too, by the way. Okay, so that's why it's basically it's going to cost me nothing anyway, but even so, even if it wasn't a C++ class, you still got to cast to it so that we can access it, right? And then when we got to make sure that's off of completed. You know what? Actually, sorry, we don't need a for each loop out of this. We need to just get a random random array item, and then we're going to plug that in. Okay, so we'll get a random of the 3 is what we'll do, not load all of them. Okay, in this case, we should promote this to a variable. And then that's perfect. And then when we actually blow up, or like when we actually, what's it called? When we actually die, like the lifespan expires, like this 3 seconds when that's up, this is going to automatically destroy the actor. So that means on end play, which we should have already in the, in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so we clear all of these montages because we don't like that. Bot data we clear as well, so we don't have any reference to that. That's perfect. Patrol route, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then at the end, before we do all this, we should spawn our effects here. Okay, so we will spawn system at location. And we'll call this the death system, I guess. Okay, and then we will get that, plug that in, and the location will be get actor location. Plug that in. Okay, and that's perfect. And then after that, we can get the death system and clear that too. So we'll set it as nothing, so we're not referencing it. So for those who don't know, end play is very important. It basically ensures that this can get cleaned up, right? Because look at how many pointers we have inside of this blueprint, right? The enemy base class. So we have our bot data, we have our pickup class, we have now we have a death animation, or sorry, a death Niagara system. We got a bunch of AI stuff. Like everything is pointing to other things in the in Unreal Engine, and we want to make sure that all of those references and pointers are cleared, so that when we clean this up with garbage collection, that it'll allow it to be cleaned up. Okay, so for those new and haven't followed my channel for a while, that's a really important thing to do inside of Unreal Engine. We want to unbind from any event dispatchers, just anything that is pointing to any other blueprint in any other way. You want to make sure that we clear it just like this. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. So end play, that's done. This hopefully will work and it'll be great. So let's test it out. Huh. So we'll trigger this. Next wave. That I think needs some work, but that's fine. We can figure that out. Alright. So we'll beat this guy up. And then he's gonna die, hopefully. I'm chugging hard. I'm chugging so hard. Damn. Okay, that is not at all what I thought was gonna happen. Activate, start next wave. Okay, that's a different issue. So let's check and see what happened there. Did we tell it to loop? Or is it set to loop? I see. That is definitely not a good one for us to use, because it's like sparks, or whatever the case is. So we won't use that one. What about this one? Oh, I see. So, actually, that one's not great either. I think number 5's gonna be our one here. What happened there? Nothing happened. Alright. What's number 5 look like? Or explosion... Explosion 3, let's have a look. Pretty big explosion. We could probably scale that down. Let's just stick with Niagara number 3 here. So we will clear this. We'll actually... Can we delete this, right? Okay, yeah, we'll do this, and we'll do number 3 is what that was, right? I just want to see what it looks like, and then we can deal with it after. Okay. Yeah, either the scale's got to go down, I got to rotate it, or whatever the case is. We'll figure it out here. God, it was chugging so hard before, but it looks like it's fine now. Holy crap. That's awesome. Yeah, the scale needs to go down quite a bit. So, inside of enemy base, let's do scale of, like, 0.3. Shit, you know what? That should be... We should promote that to a variable. We should call it, death system scale, I guess. Because, that's gonna change based on how big the enemy is, right? So, we'll make that instance editable. Or will we? No, we can just set that in each child, I should say. So, let's open up our children now. Core, characters, enemies, not AI, common, pardon me. Attack drone. Attack drone right here, and I edited both of those, right? I did. Attack drone, class defaults. Death system scale 0.3, sure, okay. And then the only one we gotta actually change is TV Tom. We just don't know what kind of explosions we have for him, hey? This, and prefabs. Where's a big-ass explosion? What's this one look like? That's like a... If that finished with, like, a gigantic, like, boom, that would be awesome. This does look like it kind of continues for a while, so... If I pull this back... Does it kill it off? That's what I want to know. Loop behavior and infinite. Let's do the whole thing, Niagara Explosion. Loop behavior once. Okay, well that's fine. Let's do that same thing for, number 3. Like, they shouldn't be looping. Once. Compile, that's great. Oh, that's gonna look so good. And then, Niagara Explosion number 7. Let's see what you look like. That is, like, the weakest explosion I've ever seen. Alright. Gas bomb. Sparks explosion, Niagara splash flame. Niagara explosion 1. Let's see, just a basic ass explosion, for the love of God. That's just fire. Okay, number 2. I think we're gonna be sticking with explosion number 3 for everybody, to be honest. Actually, that one's not too bad. We'll just make sure that it's, once as well. Compile. Okay, so let's get into this now. Enemy data. Whoops. Core, characters, enemies, data. TV Tom. Number 2. And then we'll open up TV Tom. And we'll set this as scale to 1. Open up TV Tom, come on. Come on! Because TV Tom's a big boy, right? Alright, let's check it out. Let's see some comments here first. I hope no fun is being had here, especially from Shaju. That's funny. For what they actually do, so you don't use a missile strike instead of using an explosion. TV Tom is broken? Oh, why is TV Tom broken? Let's see why TV Tom's broken. You need to add another node for your countdown. What does it look like? I mean, it's still pretty huge. But I mean, and it's not exactly... Yeah, let's do that. Let's reduce that to 1, maybe. The scale. And yeah, sometimes it doesn't... Oh boy, what is effing happening here? What is effing happening here? What the fuck is going on there? That is not normal. What in the fuck? Okay, let's see what's going on here. What's this? That's the door. Did I hit something else? Is that why TV Tom's broken? Okay, well TV Tom's broken, that's fine. Alright, whatever. But, yeah, let's reduce the, in the enemy base to 0.1, because it was pretty big. Okay, let's do some UI stuff now, sorry about that. So, to fix David's thing there, sorry David to call you out, but, you need to add a scaler here, one sec. Bionic Smash, UI, wave info, yes. I don't see anything on here. Image wave counts, countdown, progress bar countdown. Okay, yes. So, let's go to the graph, because this stays full until the last second, which means to me that it didn't get, trunicated, whatever the fucking word is, I can't... My English is hard for me, apparently. Where is it? Set countdown timer. You clamp it, but that's not the correct way to do it. You're looking for get world delta seconds... clamping will make it not go above 0 or 1, but we need to do a, what's the node to make it go between 0 and 1, in Blueprints? God, I can't remember it right now. Set. Sorry, it's clamped range or something like that. Map clamped. Yes, this one. So in range A is I mean shit, it's whatever, right? So that's not the right one, but it's normalize. Thank you. That's the node. That's the node. Normalize to range. Okay, that's the one we're looking for. Yeah, because yeah, the countdown timer, the countdown is going to be, you know, 5, 4, 3, 2, whatever, right? So we need to convert that into a percentage between 0 and 1, right? So that this percentage bar works properly. Because if you go back to the designer and go to the countdown bar, it says %1, right? So that's full, right? So that's the inputs or the values that it accepts, right? So we got to make sure that we normalize it so that that actually goes down properly. So let's see if that fixed that issue there. It still didn't work here exactly, so perhaps... Countdown, get world seconds, clamp float, countdown, max. We also don't need all of this fanciness, I think. Countdown timer. So what we need here is we just need how much, you know, what's the countdown time? Right? Or we'll do a float. And we could, yeah, what we could do is, so yeah, we don't need all this fanciness. I don't know if, did I do this? I can't remember. Play animation, fade out or cool, clear and valid timer, yes. Start countdown. Set percent in %1. Create event, set countdown time. Oh, okay, so this gets triggered first. Cooldown. Oh, okay, right there. Or countdown, I should say. Right, and then that calls that. Set percent. Okay, so this all makes sense to me. But yeah, what I would do differently is, I think this is here to add time for the actual event to come in, if that makes sense. Like, sorry, we want this animation to play, and then we want the countdown to actually start. Is that what you're getting at there, David? Oh, you did make it. I made it. Okay, copy that. So, yeah, what I would do, Christ, I like how I'm dismantling my own shit then. So, okay, so we will get rid of this. We'll set the countdown, which is perfect. And then we're going to set percent at 1, which is exactly what we want. And then set timer by events. And fade in or out cooldown. Oh, that's why I can't see it, because everything's set to 0. Oh, you did make it. I'm sorry. Okay, you did make it. Sorry, David made it, everybody. I don't want to take credit for his work, right? So, so anyways, we got the set timer by events. That's fine. Then we play the animation to fade it in. I think what we'll do instead, David, is this, because you had the +2 here. And what we'll do instead is we will move this set timer by event node to after this animation, and we'll change the animation node to play animation with finished events instead. And the widget is this one, right? Progress bar countdown. Okay, copy. It is named. And it is a variable. Perfect. Okay, oh, okay, well, F me then. Oh, sorry, widget, do we just do self here? Okay, so we'll do self, play mode forward at start time 0, and then when we finish, then we'll set this timer by events. Okay, and looping, perfect. And let's do every 0.1 instead. Okay, so every 0.1 seconds, we will update this timer. So this, I'm gonna get some errors when I compile because I added this, right? Yes, because I gotta delete this now because I added what the countdown time was, which I don't actually need anymore because we set it already. So, okay, so we got that. I'm gonna delete this. And, yeah, we'll create an event. We'll do the same one you had there. ESET that. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. Okay, we'll loop that. We'll set that. We have the countdown here. We don't need to... oh, I see. Yeah, we will set it. I'll undo that. But it's going to be the countdown timer. We'll get rid of this as well. Standby. We should set... We should duplicate this and call this starting time. Okay, and put that there, and then up here, we... minus... No, we were gonna... We're gonna minus 0.1 from this. And then set the new countdown. And yes, we'll get rid of this. We'll set the text. That's perfect. And then this will be countdown divided by starting time. And that'll be our in percent, because then that'll get it exactly between 0 and 1. This countdown reaches 0, yes, and then we'll play animation with play animation reversed. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, let's try it out now. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it keeps going, hey? Oh, probably because it doesn't hit exactly 0, so we'll just say, is it less than, is it, less than 1, maybe? Or less than, less than 0. We'll put that one in there instead. Two, 1, 0. Then we can clamp that as well. So yeah, let's clamp this at 0. Right here. So clamp... Sorry, not clamp axis. Clamp... floats. Starting time will just be the max. And that will be good. Minimum is 0. And then we should make this less... we can make it equal 0 again, I guess. That was the actual fix. The animation, too, I want to kind of spiff up a little bit. We can do that later once we get the rest of it working here. So yeah, that next wave thing looks great now. Awesome. Except, it's not disappearing now. Is countdown equal to 0? Sorry, let's forget countdown. Let's do this one. Does this equal 0? And then if it does, we clear and validate timer. We play the animation to fade in or fade out. In reverse, playback speed. Yeah, that should all work, hey? Started off at 25. Oh, I see. That's so weird that it's not disappearing now. So I lied. This should be... Where was I? This should be countdown. Because then the beginning starts off stupid. Why don't you play the animation? Let's see. Let's get that started, and then let's full screen it. So this never is... Why is this never true? I see. So this should be less than or equal to, then. Oh, yeah, debugging, right? Less than or equal to 0. Cool. Alright, that should work now. There it goes. Perfect. Okay, that works. I've got some errors. That's something to do with the activates. Access not trying to read. Activate where? Is not empty. Round. Data doors to open. Oh, I must not have set doors to open or something at this point. Or I should just add an is valid because that's on purpose. I see. Okay, so we'll just do that. Is valid. Because, yeah, that was on purpose so that we didn't, so we didn't open a door when the wave started. Okay, cool. More UI stuff now. Let's see what we got here. Debuggage. Target an image, a text. Sorry, Ivan says target an image, a text. I'm not sure, sorry, what that's referring to. That was probably a while ago, and I just didn't read the comments. The bot spawned in faster than we might need to make the 0.1 or to 0.5 or something. To be honest, I was thinking of like a big 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or something like that, right? That would take a little bit of work because that's an animation-based thing, but that is something I could work on. Less than or equal to 0, the bot spawn in. Yeah, perfect. So after the countdown, the bot spawn in late. Yeah, and we gotta have a new thing for the bots, how the bots spawn in. You know what I mean? Like, they don't just appear, but, yeah, I don't know. Either they just appear, or we play some sort of thing where they, like, come down from, like, some spaceship or something, I don't know, something like that, right? So... Alright, my brain only thought of this. Haha. I see. Thank you guys. I was struggling with this. Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries. Because it's animated explosion location from the actor location to the skeleton mesh location. Yeah, you know, part of me thinks that going back to that, part of me thinks that, yeah, what's it called was off. The, Niagara system. But yeah, let's try this. Gets world location. And we'll beat them up there, and I'm gonna look at the comments more before, you know, I do stuff. I just get so into it, and then my ADHD brain kicks in, and then I'm just hyper-focused on it. So, but yeah, you know, this would be cool, like, you know, maybe there's some boxes or something, and then they just, like, blow the boxes up or something. But yeah, this isn't an actual level, right, so... That is still such a big explosion. They also don't drop the battery, I just noticed. So, that's interesting. What happened to the battery? Set lifespan, load acid. Oh, because I didn't plug it in, because I'm... I wonder if this should happen... on endplay as well. Right? That'd be actually kind of nice. So I'm going to cut that. Let's go up to end play, which was up here. What is this? Death system scale. Okay, delete that. Let's move end play because it's just like there's just so much shit we got to do on end play here. So I will move this down. I will paste this. We'll keep this. We'll break this. We have the sequence at the beginning for sure. So I think we first load the death spawn, the death thing, because that's going to take the longest, right? And then, or not load the death thing, spawn it, I should say. This will be last. and then this will be next, so we want to spawn another actor. So let's put some comments in here because we're good game devs. I will just say spawn def Niagara effects. Right, and then this will be spawn pickup class. And we just move that whole thing down, I guess. And then I'll be purple. And then this will be clear pointers for garbage collection. Perfect. And then I can just leave that as gray. All right, perfect. That should all work perfectly now. Okay. They both died. They both blow up. It would be nice to add some, maybe some force or something. We'll work on that another day, but like maybe some force to the battery so it can like, you know, it doesn't just appear and sit there. It like actually shoots out of the bot or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. But anyways, back to the HUD class here. So let's see what else we got on here. So we had the wave thing show up. Enemy wave. We should add 1 to that because enemy wave 0 is just because it's 0 because of the array, right? So, enemies remaining. Can we spice that up? Probably, yeah. Alright, well we got, that's already working, so we can work on that after. Let's work on some new stuff. So let's work on our... So, we have our player's life bar here, but I kind of want... Oh, enemy health bar. I kind of want to make a bar that we can change dynamically, right? So, we'll leave this as is for now because it's working, but let's make a new widget blueprints, user widget. Let's say... progress bar base. Okay, and I'm gonna put a poll up here because I'm very curious. Oh, sorry, I have a bunch of... I was like, where's all my chat windows? It's being blocked by a bunch of stuff here. Let's just get rid of that. Crimson Surge says, just a little kaboom. That's on Twitch. I don't know why. Stream Goat for some reason still doesn't cross-pollinate between the two, which is annoying, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for those. So, Versus allegedly better for multiplayer games. Awesome, that's freaking awesome. I did say to set simulate physics to true on the battery, TG, did you forget? I did forget. Well, yeah, I did. I recall kind of saying that I wanted to turn it off because it seemed expensive for something that was just going to get picked up in 2 seconds. But yeah, that's fine. We can we'll do that then. Let's just turn that on before I forget. And then real time says I don't listen to him again. Systems or world pickups, battery, pickup class. Let's make the pickup class. Where are you? Overlapping sphere simulate physics. Yeah, that's for that. Isn't that why we made it the root? Sim physics, and then all of these have to be. Where's the collision settings? Collision enabled. Okay, perfect. So that's all correct. Now we'll test it out with real time's inputs. I really want to do the next wave, like, you know, like Smash Bros. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, look definitely better, so that's good. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna start a poll here on I almost said Facebook. Jesus. Where's my goddamn mouse? There it is. Okay, new poll. I'm wondering how many people watching find UI hard or annoying, I guess. Hard or frustrating. How about that? There we go. Proper stuff. Start poll. Let's see what you guys got there. So yeah, because I hear it all the time. Like people are like, oh, you know, I hate UI, or I don't like dealing with the UMG stuff, or whatever the case is. So I'm just kind of curious. I personally like doing UI because it's the fastest thing that you could get to work and see results right away. So that's why I like it. Spawn manager, we'll get rid of that. Wave info, we can get rid of that. Don't need TV Tom. Don't need any of this, really, except for, I guess, well, the HUD class we'll hang on to for now. Okay, so we will open up UI progress bar base. Love UI work, 100%. Why are we making a UI progress base? Because when we change the design of our progress bar, we can change it in the progress bar base, and then guess what? It's changed in all the things, right? So first off, let's add a retainer box. Okay. Shit, this can only have one child, pardon me. So let's add a, horizontal box. That'll be our base to base everything off of. Then we'll add a retainer box. Retainer box is a optimization tool that reduces the amount of draw calls. So it says this allows both frequency and phase to be controlled so that the UI can actually render less often than frequency of the main game renders. It also has side benefits allowing materials to be applied to our stuff. Okay, so this is what I was going to talk about in terms of using for the compass. So we have time, if we have time today, which we might, I can make that compass as well. I just got to pull out my notes and remember how to do it. But anyways, now we're going to add a progress bar. Okay. You know what, actually, did you make, sorry, Tommy, did you make the actual, like, segmented health bar that we were looking at? Because if not, I might have an idea here, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so we're gonna fill this, obviously. So where's not fill screen? Let's do desired on screen. We'll call this just, you know, progress bar, I guess. Tommy says, yes, segmented with materials. Oh, I want to use yours so much more. Okay, so we'll just make a base prototype one then for now, and then we can replace it with yours once we get 5.8 up and running. But anyways, okay, we're going to draw as a rounded box, I guess, or just a box even. Sure. Where's the percentage? Down here? Right here. So we'll fill that up halfway just so we can see what we're dealing with. Okay, the background image. I see that there's a margin. Let's make that 0. Or I guess 1, sorry. How does that work? I see. Okay. I'm just confused what this does. So we'll just do the soft border, I guess. And then, that's the background image. So what if we actually make it 1? Does that sharpen it? Kind of. Draws box, image size, tint. Let's make, I like it personally, you know, darker, I guess. Something like that. And then, yeah, this is all going to change anyway when Tommy's thing gets in here. So, all right, fill image. We don't really have one. We just have the progress. Border padding. Let's see what this does. Oh, I see. Okay. Just keep that at 0. Is marquee. Left to right. Sure, whatever. Visibility. Is visible. I'm looking for something specific. Like, I want to make this, like, a bit feathery as well, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what this is. Maybe not. Okay. F me then, I just want something to look nice, but I guess I can't. Okay, so in terms of the size of this, yeah, we got that set to fill. The horizontal box is gonna just be as big as it wants, and then this background image, fill image, border padding, scale pivot. I don't want scale. So anyways, let's open the master HUD here. Let's just add this in as a thing here. I just want to see what we can get it to look like here. Progress bar base. Okay, where is the progress bar base? Right here. Okay, well we can't see anything, so that's cool. Not hit testable. Yeah, that should be what we have here. Not hit testable, self only. Let's do self and all children. We don't need to be clicking on this. Progress bar. Visibility. Not hit testable. But why can't we see this guy here? Just gotta compile it. There we go. Let's say desired. Let's see if that fixes that. Nope. Nope. Alright, we can just say fill screen then. Compile. And that should fix this, or it doesn't. What the fuck? Why can't we get that to fill up here? Left or right is marquee. I'm gonna look at the comments because someone's got the answer here. The segments are just background. He ignores us all, like he said, it's his ADHD. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna fix the minimap and HUD markers before the stream ends. Oh, okay, sweet, awesome. TG, what happens if I enable plugin while you're working on something? It won't affect me because when Unreal Engine launches, it checks what plugins it needs to enable and disable. So that's what's happening. That's what happens. So it shouldn't affect me. Damn it! I wish I could use my health bar UI. It does all this already. Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure it out here. So, yeah, I'm more interested in using the material, to be honest, to see what it looks like. But yeah, why am I having such a hard time adjusting the effing size of this? I have it set to fill. And then the horizontal box. And then the progress bar is marquee, background image, that's style, we don't care about that. Let's see what this, so yeah, this lets me set the size of the health bar, but it doesn't let me, like, it doesn't fill it, even though it's set to fill. So that's confusing. Unless that's the margin thing. Nope. What the fuck? There's always something that happens. It's funny, because, let's see. So more than half of you find UI hard or frustrating. This is probably why, hey? Because it's like one time it works, and then you do something, and then it's like, oh yeah, the settings that you normally do are just not available or something, or whatever. Let's just draw this as a, if I draw this as a border... No, sorry. Let's draw it as a rounded box, and then we'll just, do a fixed radius. I don't know if that's gonna fix anything, but we'll see. No, it doesn't. Okay, then. Draws a box. Fill image. Draws a box. Is it the image? No, image size wouldn't matter because it's not an image. Marquee image. Draws none. Is marquee border padding. Because I shouldn't have to render scale it. Like, you know what I mean? I should be able to just set the frickin' size. Maybe I should just do, custom on screen, and then I can just set it my frickin' self. Oh no, that doesn't matter, because it's still doing the same thing. So yeah, it's literally the size of this, which I think is being held back by the horizontal box. So why don't I just, put a size box in here, and then I can actually... Well... Never mind. That's not gonna work, because then I can't set the size dynamically. So... Or actually, maybe it can. You know what? Let's replace this with child. And now can I set phase count, render, that's all fine. Effect material, sure, whatever. That doesn't fix my issue. If I wrap with a scale box, maybe. But oh yeah, there we go. And then fill. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Okay, that works. So we'll do that. It took way too freaking long to deal with that. But anyways, that's what we want. But we want to obviously be able to set the color of our progress bar, and we can obviously change the size inside of this thing here, so we don't need to necessarily worry about that. And is that pretty much it? Oh, we should have an image as well. Let's go back to this. So we'll have an image, which, shit, now we gotta have something. See, this is why I wanted the vertical box, or the horizontal box to begin with. Do I actually want a horizontal box, or do I want an overlay? Let's do an overlay. An overlay is like a light version of a canvas panel, because it can only be, you can only have things left, center, right, or full, right? It doesn't have exact positioning, so it is a little cheaper. We can actually... Let's replace this with child, and let's wrap this with a retainer box instead, just so it's drawing less, right? Anyways, okay, let's do that. Progress bar is there. Overlay, and then we want an image. And that will be on the overlay, and then we can... That's actually exactly where I would want it. The image, we'll set that later. Image size doesn't matter, to be honest. Let's go to the master here. Gotta change this now. Overlay, scale box. There we go. Okay, so for this, I'm just gonna move this over so we can actually see what the final result's gonna be, because this is gonna change in every single one anyway, so let's get the image, and let's move this image translation right here. Can we just do minus... I gotta do this on my other screen, because I wanna see the result. This guy. Move this over here just so I can see what the hell it looks like. Interesting. I thought it would, put it over top, but it doesn't, so never mind then. Where's the translation? 0? Whoops. I just want the image, like, you know, here. You know what I mean? So... Can you commit your changes real quick? I can't access some stuff. Sure, yeah. What the fuck is happening? I will save all my stuff. I will get it, whatever the hell that is. Commit my changes. And now I'm waiting for that little box to pop up. Unreal's gonna crash on me. Good thing I saved everything. If you try to access the test level, you're gonna run into some errors. So, for David. So we added the, main character mesh, and fixed some, enemy base bugs. Added Effects. That's pretty much it, eh? Okay, we'll commit that. Validating failed to load. Yeah, that's fine because it's whatever. Pre-submit validation failed to commit aborted. Oh, okay. That's why you can't access. It's because we need to go into here and delete. Sorry, here. Contents. Bionic Smash. UI. Assets. We have to delete this because it is conflicting with the current version. Oh, good God. Okay, so I can't delete it because... Okay, we can delete this, maybe? Okay, we can't. Can I just delete all of these? Okay, I gotta close Unreal first, and then delete that, and then save, and then blah blah blah. Try again, try again. There we go. Okay, done, and then now I can reopen it. Haha, sorry, wrong thing. I gotta switch my thing so I can hit the quick button there so I can get into that. Okay, there we go. Anyways, yeah, okay, so, yeah, now more than half of you don't find it hard or frustrating. Yeah, like I said, I really enjoy doing UI. Like I said, it's, you know, pretty quick to get something up. And, yeah, like I said, it's fun seeing all of your kind of hard work working on systems and stuff, pay off, right? Because your timers or your waves or whatever the case is, right? Then I'm going to commit for David. Searching an image named meter. Or search for an image named meter. Oh, is one did you make one, sorry? Oh, -1 order for image. I see, okay, okay. UI is relaxing after some long debug sessions. I agree, 100%. So we'll say, sorry, added effects, improved enemy, death, and debugged UI wave thing, whatever. Okay, commit, perfect. Alright, there we go. That's all done for you, David. And going back to our... we don't need to be in our test level at the moment. Bionic Smash, UI. Progress bar. I was gonna say something else. Oh, somebody was watching last week. Ivan, it might even have been you, asking if you could help with the C++ thing. Because yeah, like to be fair, don't have any time in my life at this point. You know, without getting into too much detail on stream here, in regards to just getting the C++ up to like what I want for the gas. I do want the ability to be able to set all of the attributes in all of the things, like all the enemies and all the blah blah blah, like just dynamically be able to set that. But yeah, for some reason it's not open to blueprints, and I swear to God I remember doing that when I did Ali Alazzo's gas course. And but I don't see, when I open that up, I don't see the option in there to set your health or your shield or whatever the case is. So that's really odd to me. So yeah, I just need some help setting that up here. So if someone's watching and they want to help out the project, just shoot me a DM in Discord, and I can send you over the... Even if you're not a member or whatever, I can just send you over the C++ stuff so you can have a look. Okay, so image... search for meter, you said, hey? Or is that in here? No, I know what you want. I know what you're talking about, though. You want to set it so... Like the Z order, essentially, right? Which I don't have. Or you know what we can do instead? Let's move the progress bar over instead. So let's go translation. Sorry, that's scale. Translation. There we go. So 10 and -10, I think, right? Or I guess just 10. There, and then actually maybe we'll move this back like that. Perfect. So now we'll go compile, we'll go to the master HUD, and that's almost doing what we want. Do you have to make this bigger? No, we don't. Compile, let's see how to fix that then. Progress bar scale over at retainer box. Desired on screen, can I do desired, I guess? No, it still didn't work. That's really annoying. Because I don't actually recall that ever happening to me before. Must be because of all the stuff I have in here. So, overlay... Scale to fit. Fill, how about that? There, I mean, that kind of somewhat fixed it, but it's still not doing what I want, so that's annoying. Depends what the image is, I suppose, but yeah, I still want the image to be, like, up top there. Is this gonna be common UI based? No, it's not. UI, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, no, we're not doing common UI in this, just, I don't know, I just don't think it needs it, personally. We'll just say bar image, we'll call it, and make sure that's a variable. It is. Progress is variable, perfect. Scale box doesn't need to be a variable. Fit both, fill, blah, 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 that's just all good. Yeah, I still don't understand why I can't just set these where I frickin' want. Inherits, I'm just... oh, clipping. Does this have clipping on? Can I do it now? Bar image. No, it's still clipping it. That's lame. Let me just put friggin' anything in here. Sure. Yeah, it's still clipping it. That sucks. Perhaps I, let's, that's super weird. Clip to bounds, clip without intersecting? Yeah, anyways, put the image on the overlay. Yeah, it is on the overlay already. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right? So, that's, yeah, I'm super confused why we can't just see it, to be fair. Tiling, brush, visibility. We'll go back to desired on screen. Huh. Is it because of this retainer box? It is. Okay, so it's because of the retainer box. Let's wrap this in a retainer box then, because this is never going to change. Oh, and it's literally the same thing. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Well, we'll put the retainer box maybe on the... Well, we won't worry about that. We'll just see how the draw calls are, and then we can update it at that point. Okay, so let's go back to this. Master HUD. I see that it's all messed up here. I see, because we gotta make it bigger. Okay. Let's make the image smaller. Because I think that is like a pretty decent size, right? But yeah, like I said, this isn't gonna matter anyway, because we're gonna set the... we're gonna set the image dynamically, right? So, there, that's perfect. Okay, so inside the progress base, let's go to the graph now, and we are going to, on events pre-construct, get a branch for is design time. This is just going to check if we're designing like we are right now, and then it's going to allow some stuff through, but if it's runtime, it's going to not do that. So, is design time true? We're going to get our progress, yeah, progress bar. We're going to set style. And we are going to, style, where is it here? I guess we gotta make this? Make. Fill image. Good God, I thought you could just expose these. Split. Because I want to change the color, right? Oh shit, actually that's its own thing. So sets progress, fill color, and opacity. There, that's the one I want. Okay, so then we'll promote this to a variable, and we'll call this bar color. And that'll be instance editable. We'll compile. And then the other one we want to do is the bar image. So we'll get the bar image. We'll set image set texture from this one here, from soft texture, and then we'll promote this to a variable, and then we'll call this the bar icon, I guess, and that'll be instance editable as well. So we can set that in each individual one. Hit compile, and that should be it. And then instance editable, perfect, bar color, and then I can't remember if that still works. No, it shouldn't. No, it won't work. So I got to do event construct this guy here. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's find some icons here. So we need one for health, right? So I mean, just gonna do some basic stuff here. UI assets. We have this device already, so let's see what else I got here. Let's do items, loading, map, I can map, menu UI, sure. Item pages, nah. UI circles, nah. We need one for health, shields. I mean, I'll just do the map icons, or not map icons, pardon me. I mean, sure. Those are pretty basic. Energy. I got one for, yeah, like, we'll have to design all these at another time. So I got health, shields, stamina, and then this is just time, so we can put that one in there too. Did you not work? There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna change this to be permanently red. Brightness, saturation, RGB curve. No, I guess that's just one. Where did you change that? I can't remember. I thought it was in here. Change that to defaults. Because there's no user interface anymore. Availability, RGB, advanced. Filter. I mean, whatever, we can just, we can change the tint on it, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So we'll make another one, we'll just duplicate this. And we'll call this icon tint. Image set tint. Icon tint, that's also instance editable, perfect. That's a slate color, and this is what? A linear color. Okay, copy that. Slate color. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so now we can drag in some of these. And icon tint, this will be, we'll just make this the health bar, right? So we'll, or not, we won't make this the health bar, pardon me, because we can, what we'll do is we'll go into here. This has all of its logic in here already. So we'll go into UI, player life bar, parent class. We're going to go to the graph, class settings, widget blueprints, progress bar base. Okay, so we can hit compile. We can delete this because that's obviously going to be a thing here. So we'll go back and we gotta compile because we're going to get a bunch of new stuff here now, or we should anyway. Shield bar, we're going to make its own thing, so we'll have to make another, update health widgets, update widget health, sure, and then we have updates, that had the, set life, I think that got fixed, didn't it? But yeah, we're gonna cut these. This is gonna break a bunch of stuff, but that's fine, we'll fix it after. So we will make a child of this guy. Apparently you can't. I thought you could. I'm so confused. User widget blueprints. Items been modified. Where can I upload a plugin for you to try with the game? You can upload it to the... You can send it to me in Discord if you want. Gem Tutorials, what's up? I see, give me the old, you know... Anyways, yeah, I'm confused. I thought you could, create a child of this. I guess not. I swear to God we did this before. So did I break this by making the parent class this? Let's try to play. Does it work? Master HUD UI life bar set max. That's fine. We're gonna remove that because we're gonna have a new one here in a second. So let's do that right now. So let's go here. Let's make this the shield then. Bar icon will be shield. Be blue. Bar color will be the same color. Or actually, I don't think it should be the same color, actually. I take that back. Yeah, we'll have better... What's it called? We'll have better, UI design stuff. Okay, we'll hit OK. There's the shield. It's, like, super small. Let's check, player life bar... Sorry, this one here. Let's go back... Oh, sorry, match size, that's what I wanted. Or do we want the image size to be 64 by 64? Let's just do that and see what it looks like. Right, I forgot, it makes it all squishy. Fill, overlay, inherits, render. Well, we don't want it to fill the overlay, we just want it to be like that. I can get rid of this. Oh no, sorry, I wanted that, pardon me. Scale pivot is multi-clipping, yeah, so it's giving it the old squish here. For some reason. Even though unless... Oh, right, I have to make this bigger. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of that myself. I think I gotta wrap this with a, scale box as well. Let's make it fill the scale box. And scale to fit. Direction both, okay. Let's see what it looks like now. Still looks like garbage. I'm so annoyed that, you know, why is it doing this? Scale. Because, like, I have to get rid of this in order for that to go away, but I don't want it to directly, like, there. Well, it's still squishing it anyway. I gotta probably change to desired, I guess. And then I guess, I don't know, these gotta be bigger? I don't know. But again, that's dumb. It shouldn't be... It shouldn't be like that, really. Let's do, let's do custom on screen. And we'll make the width, like, 500. And the height, 50. And then now we can probably set this, all this stuff, and make it not look stupid, I don't know. Does that not look... That looks like still squished, hey? Oh yeah, we don't want that. Looking at all the settings. Still squished. I don't understand why we're squishing it. Well, this... Yeah, because I can set this dynamically, so that's... Okay, so... any certain channel showcase, that would be whatever Taken is comfortable with, or the mods. Yeah, just, you can even DM me, right? So, what's the plugin, by the way? That sucks that it's that big. I want it smaller. Like, I want it a bit more. Tommy, did you already optimize all this shit? Because if I'm not going to waste any more time with it if it's, like, if you already did it, so... But anyways, the image, that's all good, that's all good. Okay, cool. So, let's fix this here now. So the shield bar, we're inheriting from this parent class, but it's not working. Let's just disconnect this. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, not gonna worry about that. Let's hit play. Did this break anything? Okay, so did this break anything? Yes, it did, because we don't have any health now, but, access done, trying to, progress bar set, yeah, because there's, okay, so we kind of broke it, in a sense. So, what we'll do from now on, then, is, because that's actually weird. I didn't actually know that you can't have children of this. I can't create a child of this widget. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of silly. So, anyways, we will, we'll delete... Or should we just start over? Let's just start over. So we'll replace that life bar or health bar or whatever with this. So, we'll go to the master blueprint. So we got shield already. So let's delete this now. Whoops, undo. Life bar, we'll delete this. Yeah, I know. Okay, so... Now we got shield. The shitty version of the shield. We will name this shield bar. And then we'll duplicate that. And we'll call this health bar. And we'll change this to be the heart. Or health, I guess. Oh god, what is it called? It's white something, I think, right? White health, there we go. Color and opacity will be red, a little bit darker red, so it looks... Health bar. Oh, I see. Okay. Eye content, there we go. So yeah, we'll make that just full-on red, and then we'll make the bar color like a darker red. You know what? Health doesn't make sense, though. Like, sorry, like, health like this. I think that it should be, like, the integrity of your thing, right? And I think perhaps shield should be bigger, right? Just thinking of the designy parts, right? And then health should be smaller. Yeah, we'll design all this and it'll look all fucking awesome. So, or well, Tommy's already done it. Sorry, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But yeah, so there's that. And we just inside of the progress bar base, we need to create a custom event here. Custom events, and then we'll call it updates progress. And we'll just say new value, I guess. And that'll be a float, and then we'll add another what's the word I'm looking for? Another custom event, sorry. My brain's starting to shut down here. Custom events, and this will be set max value. Okay, and that'll be set late, like, you know, we'll set it today as well, but this is going to be coming from our ability system for the most part. Okay, so we'll call this set, set max value. Okay. Then we're going to create, promote this to a variable. We'll call this max progress, I guess. And then we'll promote this to a variable. And we'll call this current progress. Then we're going to grab our progress bar, set progress, or set percent right here, yep. And it'll be current progress divided by max progress. Okay, and we could do the whole, what's it called again? Or do we do that in the health bar? We do that in the, in the health component, we do that. Where we, like, we set the health to be, you know, what the target of our health is going to be, and then we, like, slowly move our health bar down. So I think we do that in the health component, so we will not do that here. We will just set the percent. Okay, so now in the HUD class, we got to set all this stuff up. So update health, set percent. We're going to get rid of this now, and we're going to get health bar. And then we will update progress. Current health. And then looks like current shield also gets a thing here, so we will add current shield here as well. We can probably make these function as well. Master HUD. Get shield bar. Update progress. Yeah, let's make this a function so it's cleaned up. Update function, we'll say updates health bar, health shield bar. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then for set, it'll be same thing. I'm gonna duplicate this function. Pardon me, I meant over here. Duplicate this function here, and we'll call this set health bar, health shield bar max. Okay, and inside of set health shield bar max, it'll be exact same thing here, except for setting set max value. Perfect. And oops. Perfect. Okay. That's great. And we'll close that, and then we'll put that right here. Oh, it looks so much cleaner already with all these functions, hey? Okay, so that's the wave info. We'll leave that alone for now. We'll leave that alone for now. Wave cleared, sure, yeah, we'll leave all that alone. Okay, and then, let's make sure this works. Look at that. Eat the works, except, we gotta reduce the, what's it called? The, I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's in here somewhere. uh, Style, backgrounds, fill. Oh, it is. It's all not enabled. That's interesting. Let's fill this up to max. Progress. There it is. Oh, that's the scale box. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to click on this because it's not coming through now. Like, it's coming through, but it's not at the same time. That's perfect scale box. Yep, yep, yep. Pivot translation. Is there any sort of, like, blurring or anything on here? It doesn't look like it's. That's fine. Progress bar. What is making you look all weird? I see fill image has a weird thing right here. Okay, so that fixed that. Okay, so it did fix that. The background has that kind of as well. So we'll fix that on the background as well. Margin, it was the rights we wanted to... Yeah, something like that. Okay, cool. Anyways, whatever, it's visual, doesn't matter. So, well, I stuck it in the showcase channel. Okay, sounds good. But what, yeah, it's... To make a child widget, you first have to create a new widget and select the inheritance to the one you want. Create child option is disabled from the right-click menu. Okay, copy. I mean, in a sense, I mean, it doesn't really matter because we made everything instance editable and then we're just setting it in here too, so, but at the same time, it would be nice to have some widgets have their own functionality, right? So, this is fine, right? As is, because it's just a progress bar going up and down and being updated from the HUD class, so, should be fine. But, okay, so the next one we're gonna add is the power meter. You know what actually would be really cool is... Huh. Yeah, here. So here's another, so we'll duplicate this, we'll call this, you know, battery. Yeah, battery. So the battery on our mech or whatever the fuck, right? So... I'm sure, Tommy, okay, again, I don't want to just do a bunch of work if we're gonna just replace it with stuff you've already done, so, it would, if you're able to at the moment, can you make a video of, like, what your HUD looks like? Because I kind of want to see it, because then that'll help me make some decisions here in the streams, because I think, oh shit, stream's gotta end here soon anyway, but, so yeah, you know, I was just thinking of putting, like, a battery thing kind of here, like, kind of like how our phones are, sorry, let me rephrase that, like, old school phones are, like, where they have, like, the actual bars that go down, and I think that would be a nice expandable thing where you have one battery. Like here, I'll just fucking draw one here in the, what's it called? In my design program here. It's already in the Bionic Smash Discord channel. Okay, so well, fuck, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. Me. Bionic Smash. Yeah, that's bug reports. Okay, bug reports. UI zip. Okay, this is what we got, okay. That's pretty nice. It's being driven by dummy data, so it'll be smoother than the real game data. I figured how to get the inside. Minimap is done. Nice. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. Especially for health. Yeah, but here's just having a... okay, sounds good. So anyways, yeah, here's my idea here. So I'll go to my design program. Yeah, blah, whatever, don't care. Don't care. I sent you the health bar. I sent you a health bar you could use if you want. I mean, yeah, we got the health bar and stuff done. It's okay, real time. I appreciate that, but yeah, I'm just thinking about the battery now. So here's my kind of idea just to showcase what I'm thinking. So where's my sorry, vector pen. So okay, we got, you know, something like this. And we can work on the thing afterwards. Right, straighten all these out. I mean, that's good enough. Oh, Jesus, it's good enough until I see the obvious not lined up things there. Okay, that's lined up. These are lined up. Whoops. Those are lined up that way. These are lined up this way. Shit, not that one. Oh, I gotta do one at a time, I see. Come on. That way, lined up this way. Come on. These are lined up this way. Okay, so everything's all lined up, whatever. So, make this all bigger. Right, so we got our battery. I mean, maybe this can be even a little bit, you know, wider now, or whatever the case is. This can be a little bit taller. Some design stuff here going on. Right, and then, you know, then we got our little, bars here. That are filled, that are green or whatever the case is, right? Sorry, we want this one. Green. Whatever, probably, to be honest, this will be like 1. Or something like that. So, I mean, yeah, you guys can, you know, you get the idea, right? So, whoops. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste, right? And sorry, is the... We gotta also figure out what the fucking purpose of this battery is. Is this battery going to be what powers our suit? Or is this battery going to be... once this reaches 0, like, is this our health bar? You know what I mean? Once this reaches 0, then we're kind of donezo, right? Copy, paste. We'll make this one, obviously shorter. You know what I mean? Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so yeah, you get my idea, right? So, you know, this is... Make this just a tad bit bigger, maybe. There. Copy, paste. Whoops. Copy, paste. There we go. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, there. So we have these batteries up in the corner, right? And, yeah, the progress bar can, fill in, like, from top to bottom, and green. So, what I need to do in order for this to work then is I need to just delete this, and, I need to create the actual sections in the middle. So, actually, what I can do, I'll bring those back. Do we like this? Or do we want these smaller? Ooh, I actually like that size that I have right here. And copy, whoops, copy paste. I'll put one more up here and then I'll just scale it down. Or, ooh, actually, take that back. I will take that and then I will, over here, divide it, or intersect, subtract, divide. Whoops. I gotta select this, then this, divide. Nope, it's the other way around. I always forget which one's which. Or do I have to have, oh, this has to be underneath, I see. So send that to the back, then we'll select this, then we'll divide it. Good God, I don't want it to disappear. So maybe it is subtract. So this, plus this, subtract. Maybe this has to be on top now. Jesus Christ. I can never remember which one's which. No. This one, then this one, then this one. No. I want this part to just disappear, right? Okay, so this, send to the back, then we'll do this. Intersect. No, not that one. Not it's like, it is divide, but it's not. Subtract. Add? No. It's not doing anything. How about this? Fuck this. Let's go, let's copy, paste, move this over. Then I'll just do it separate from this, and then just make it the same. Okay, deletes. Deletes. So, yeah, it literally was what I wanted. Okay, deletes, move this over. There we go. Okay, so I could probably refine this a little bit now, too. Designing, it's fun, right? All it is, oh, I hate it, oh, I hate it, oh, I hate it, right? And then you show somebody and you're like, oh, I hate it, and then you gotta go back and do it again, right? That's all it is. There we go. So these looks like they need to have some curvature on them, which I will do right here. And then I will do like this. Perfect. Okay, so I will take this. Then we'll get... I basically just need to create black bars for these, right? So I'm going to draw a black bar, or black thing. Let's do this again. So we'll copy, paste, move this over. We will fill this now with black. And then I will select all and I will subtract. That's what we want. Cool. And then we'll make this a little bit thinner, possibly. Like something like that. How's that look? Okay, so the background of this, so there's going to be two parts. There's going to be the background, which is this, and it should actually be black as well. So maybe, yeah, so this will be black. Okay, and then what's going to happen, I'll just make this gray just to kind of illustrate what's happening here. So, you know, that's our background. Maybe that's even our background, to be honest. And then we have our progress bar here, so we can set the size of the progress bar inside Unreal Engine to do from top to bottom, or whatever the case is. And we're going to have to clamp this as well, so let's group these. We're going to have to clamp these so that it's always going to show you, because these are broken into 5 segments, so it'll be 20% per segment. So we just got to break it into that portion, right? So, yeah, and then this will be on top of the progress bar, and then this will just give that illusion, or whatever the frick it is, right? So, okay, let's see here, Tommy. If you don't want the blur and real segments all around, you need to do... All you need to do with my health bars is disable the background blur to see the segments. Okay, and you set the number of segments you want in the details. Sounds good. Okay, but yes, this is, someone asked what this is. This is Affinity. It's the, Adobe killer, so jump on that train as soon as you can, because fuck Adobe and all that shit. So anyways. Sent you a health bar, yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm thinking for battery. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I actually don't like this, being curved anymore, so, or, at all, sorry. So this should be straight. I don't know why. I think it's just this that's... Whoops. Sure. I don't know. I don't know. It shouldn't just be that. I mean, it looks fine. Okay, so there's our battery, right? So again, I don't know what you guys think. So let's end the poll here. So maybe half and half, people finding UI hard and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, well, I'm sure today didn't help, to be honest. Okay, so what are the batteries for? Okay, that's a game design decision we need to make. So we'll say, is that our our bio suits health question mark? Do we want it? Is it our abilities? I actually think this one would be the best one. Abilities. What's it called? Abilities. What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, ability costs. That's what That's what I'm gonna say. God, what else? We'll just say like maybe a special attack bar, because like everybody's dropping these, right? Special attack bar. What's another? Whatever. That's good. Just the three of those, I guess. So I personally liked option number 2, which is ability cost, because that promotes you to fight other enemies. And as you beat enemies, you get batteries, and it starts to replenish all of your batteries. And once your batteries are full, you can use those special ability moves, right? And then each ability is going to cost an X amount of battery. I think that's actually a really cool way to do it, personally. That's just my interpretation of it. You guys obviously are the community. You guys can do that on your own or whatever. Or sorry, decide that on your own. So it's up to you guys. Biosuit health. I mean, sure, if this runs out, your biosuit's health will explode and you die. Sure, this can be our health bar in the game, right? Special attack bar, you get enough batteries, now you unlock like some sort of finisher, special attack, or whatever, laser beam thing, I don't know, right? So, yeah. The math on this, I'm a little iffy on, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we gotta export this now. So, that's the top. We don't need to worry about the green, because that's gonna be... We do need to create a mask, though, so that this progress bar doesn't go anywhere else. We can deal with that in the engine, though. So, okay, so we got our background and our foreground, essentially. That's going to be in front of the progress bar. So, let's export these. So, I'm going to go to Slice. And, first, actually, pardon me, I'm going to make sure these are all on their own layers. They are. So, I'll call this the foreground battery, and then this is going to be the background battery, or sorry, BG battery. Okay, and then I'll go to Slice. We'll select those layers, and we'll select them both, create Slice, and we're going to make sure they're PNGs. Go back to Slices here, foreground battery, everything's all good, single PNG, feck yeah. PNGs are a little bit sizable, though, is the only problem. So can I selection defaults selection? Okay, PNG. We'll do 8 bits RNG or RGB. Sorry, and let's do. I think nearest neighbor is the least intrusive one, but we'll see. Okay, well, it's gonna be like this big on screen, right? So we don't need to really worry about too much quality, I guess. So, anyways, let's go to Bionic Smash and contents, Bionic Smash, UI assets, and we'll export them into there. It's be great. Cool. So we'll save that. I'll just close that. Let's do the battery. Okay, so to be honest, could have actually, this is going to be mostly different. So I'm going to get rid of the scale box. Yes, and I'm going to get rid of the... I'll just replace that and then get rid of the scale box. Okay, bar image. Yes, we can get rid of this. I'm confused. Oh, I see. Let's do desired on screen. Let's set the image to be, this will be the, foreground battery. Okay? Sweet, look at that. And then we're gonna do a progress bar. Put that on the overlay. And the progress bar will fill. And this has to go on top, so it's got to go down here. Yeah, so we'll have to maybe accomplish this with a material mask, so we'll have to do, So back in here, what we'll do is, we'll just create our fucking own, to be honest. Okay, so let's go back to this vector. Let's take this and let's draw a perfect box around this. Put that in the back. Is that our perfect box? We don't need stroke on it, so we'll get rid of that. Perfect. Okay. This is going to have white. And the interior is also going to be white. And then this is going to be black. Okay, we're telling Unreal, anything that's black we don't want to see, and anything that's white we want to see. Okay, so that's perfect. We'll highlight this, we'll group it, and we'll export that as well. Is that this? BG battery? Yeah, we'll just rename that slice now. Whoops. To be battery mask. Battery mash, everybody. Battery mash. And then we'll export that. That's... yeah, battery mask save. Perfect. Okay. I'll probably need some help on this, because again, materials for me are just not the fucking way to go for me. So, okay, so we compile. Yeah, whatever, we'll deal with that in a sec. Assets, we'll make a new material and call it the battery mask. Again, battery mash. What the fuck's wrong with my brain? Mass, and then... okay, so then I'll open this up. I know I need the battery mask, obviously. And then I will need... is that actually all I need? That's all I need, isn't it? And then I just put a, put this over here. Masks. Oh, I gotta put... yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to read this comments. Biosuit's energy stored, freaking laser beams, right? Though they were currency, damn it, because all mech base so money wouldn't make sense. I thought we were gonna do parts for like scrap or something like that for currency. I need to upgrade the gameplay message system when you upgrade the project to 5.8. Copy that. Okay, sounds good. Everybody's liking we have 6 votes, and how many people are watching here? Sorry. 18 people watching, so we'll get some more votes in before we make that final decision there. Anyways, for this mask here, thanks, M underscore, fat man, giving me shit here. Thank you. Okay, so we got that, then we got, yeah, so I have this mask here. And I'm gonna plug in this. And then I don't remember what I have to, it should be... oh, it should be for color, so I need it probably in... oh, I see. Then I gotta change this, okay. Masked. Opacity mask, there it is. Okay, or not. Sorry. I do it for the peoples, I know they need to know good practices. Yes, thank you. Okay. Do I have to put the actual battery... Mask progress? Where's that? God, I feel like it's something to do with... Yeah, it's battery mask. Mask, domain, user interface. Final color. Because I specifically need the, I specifically need this in, what's it called? Oh, you know what? Hang on. What's the... How do you make a variable? It's like parameter or something like that? User parameter? Or am I thinking that's something else? Vector parameter. Is that what I want? No, I want, I just need... It's for percentage, right? So... Percent... You know what? Forget it. I'll deal with the mask later because I just like... Yeah, I gotta get off soon anyway, so... yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, whatever. We'll just delete that material. And we'll come back and deal with it after. Okay, so... We'll get this right in the, thing here. Okay, so... We got the progress bar, which is gonna be... green... Okay, and then, the bar image... Sorry, standby. Oh, that's the background, and then okay, and then we gotta set the actual image. BG battery. I don't want to do that, sorry. Foreground battery. Get out of my way. Image. BG battery. There it is. Okay. And then when we increase the progress from 0 to whatever, this has to be from bottom to top. Where is it? See? Oh, yeah, buddies. So yeah, that's... The material's gonna get rid of that, right? So that was exactly what I was looking for, so... you can kind of see the progress bar from that side, so I think we can add some margin here on the left. Or not. Or sorry, that's the fill image, which we don't have. We have percent border padding. Here we go. There. So we'll do that, and then the Y. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that's our battery, and then we can put that... we duplicated this, so set max value. Set percent, this is going to be interesting. So... We gotta almost create a function for this, because we're gonna have to get our current progress... I think maybe we hard set our max progress to be... 5. Right? So we'll set... So yeah, I think we just hard set our max progress to be 5 because, like I said, these batteries are split into 5 segments, right? So we'll do that. We'll do some graphic stuff. Anything else? Update current progress divided by that equals in percent. Okay, sure. And then what do we not like? Progress bar. Progress bar right here. I'll just rename that so it's obvious what it is. Battery bar. Perfect. Compile. What else do we not like? I see. Battery bar. I mean, for this one, probably don't need that, but whatever. We'll keep it in for funsies. Okay, so let's put this... Whoops. Let's put this batteries on screen here. We'll need to find... I think what we'll need to do next is... This is the actual battery. We need to make a actual expandable battery bar, right? So if we go to UI, let's make a new user interface widget blueprint, and then we'll do obviously another user widget, and then we'll do battery UI bar, we'll call it, I guess, just to hopefully not confuse the fuck out of anybody, but you know. Then we're going to put a horizontal box in here. Then we're going to clear this, go to user created, and find our battery. Battery, yeah, so we'll add that, and we're just going to, Jesus, that should not be filling. That should be this. Okay. And then we'll duplicate this a couple of times. Let's add some padding in here. I thought you could add padding to a horizontal box for the children. Suppose you can't. Okay. So let's delete these then, and we'll just do all the work in here and then fix it after. Oh, fill. Yeah. That's what we want. Fill, and that's perfect. And then when I duplicate these, they should do that. Yes. Yes, right? Cool, so we got our battery widgets. We're going to go into the graph. We need to make a array. Sorry, let's just do it this way instead. I want all of these batteries to be put into an array. Right, so we'll make array. What we're doing here is, because this is the way we can control the left to right progression, or whatever the case is, of all the batteries. So we deplete one battery before the other, right? Yeah, and then we can make this expandable, or whatever the case is, right? Or maybe we start, maybe the end game we have 5 batteries, and then we just have to enable it or something like that. So maybe we should add that in here. A boolean called battery enabled or something like that. So we'll do battery is dead, and we'll do one more for battery enabled. Okay, so we'll do those, and then inside of here we have this array, and this is what we're going to use to take damage. Okay, so let's say we'll start the batteries at 100% for starters. Designer. Percent 100, okay, perfect. Is it at 100? Because it doesn't look like it. What happened? The battery's like, yeah, we're not going to show progress now. Sure, yeah, that's fine. It draws an image. So this should just be overlaying this. Do I have to hit none there and fill image? None. Is that gonna work? Do I have to hit compile maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened to our health bar, or to our battery bar. So that's hidden. This is on top. Oh, is that our battery bar? Oh, what the fuck? Draw as an image. And then the image size should just be what it was. Huh. That's confusing. What's this one? 255 by 413. 5, I mean, that's fine, but I don't know why it's drawing it super effing small, and why it just disappears when this comes in. This is why people hate UI, isn't it? Right? Huh. Time, yes, that elusive thing that rules us all, pretty much. Call of Duty demons, right? You gotta do that COD 1 now, sorry. COD 1 now because... Good God, go away thing. 02 Game Dev, oh hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. I hate UI because it picks on me, it won't work properly. Yeah. Can you check the minimap before we go, please? Yeah, I will check that for sure. I don't know why the F this doesn't work. Now, this doesn't make sense to me. So why do you go all mini? Where's the designer here? So I hit it, and now they went all mini. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. Why do you do this to me? Is it because I hit fill? No, maybe? Two seven two. No. Tiling image. No, none. Image. So that's the fill image, which I set this to none because we're doing a progress percent bar. Because they're watching batteries. Yeah. Oh, fill color and opacity. Oh, that's why. That's so funny. And then I told it to make it green, right? There we go. Okay. Well, I thought that's why I wasn't seeing it. But the percent is still 0. What the fuck? I don't understand what's happening. Like, I might just start over at this point. Unless graph... Oh, I see. I see what's happening. Okay. We're gonna match size on this. We don't need any of this, actually. Set brush. Yeah, because this is always gonna be the same. So bar icon, bar image. Jesus. Icon tint, we don't need that. We just need the color. So we can delete... Because this is... Yeah, it's a duplicate. So bar icon can go away. Icon tints. Compile. Text designer. It's... What the fuck? That should have fixed it. Where's, Why can I never find it when I want? Oh, this down here. Okay, so I gotta set this again. But it's still... not the same. Does anyone know what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, this makes no sense to me. Draws an image. Because this goes away, and then this is like, oh, I'm just gonna be super tiny for no fucking apparent reason, even though my size is set to this, right? Like, what the fuck? Is it the overlay? Is it doing something weird? Well, it would affect both, wouldn't it? Yeah. Is it setting its... battery bar? Yeah. That's just setting the color, that's setting the percentage. Compile. I'm gonna delete this progress bar and start over because that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. That should not be happening. And yeah, here it is happening again. Let's make this big. So, sure, fill. We'll set it to fill. Desired on screen. Background image is the BG battery. Drawing as an image. fill image. We don't need one. Marquee image. We don't need one. Percentage is this. And it should be from bottom to top, and we had it on mask. Okay, sure, whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ, real time. Okay, fill color is green. Why are you small? I don't understand why you're small. There's zero reason for you to be small. Unless I change this to fill screen. Sure, and then I unhide this. Okay, so fill screen is what the issue was. Okay, sure. Alright, so this goes back underneath. And then the progress bar, we should be... Again, why does it keep setting it back to not green and, like, 0 opacity? Like, this makes no sense to me. There's nothing overriding this. Unless bar color is. I see. Bar color is overriding it. Okay. Compile. Designer. Well, now it's too fucking big. God damn it, this is so dumb. Okay. That's done. Tint shouldn't matter. Drawing that as an image. The progress bar should be showing progress, but it's not. If I set this to scale, it doesn't do nothing. Poor David is such a nice guy, too. Can't really make the joke I instantly came up with. TG would ban me for life, yeah, right? Luke Williams, that's what she said, yeah. I knew someone was gonna say that when I said that. Why does your fucking goddamn thing not work? I'm gonna... Progress bar, that is setting to fill color and opacity, so it is not that. And there's nothing else running here, so... unless... Yeah, well... Sure, we'll set this to, you know... 3. I don't think that's the issue. Unless, why don't we just update... Well, we didn't have to do that last time and it worked, so I don't know. I just don't know what the fuck's happening here. So... all of these have... Let's just get rid of this shit right now, because this is, I don't know, something's fucking it up here, and it's starting to piss me off. Okay, see, there, now... It changed the size of that again. Progress bar. Fill color's correct. Progress is not showing for whatever fucking reason. Oh shit, you know what? Hang on, I think I know what the issue could be. I'm gonna change this to foreground. Sorry, what is it called? Foreground battery. Oh no, we still don't see any progress. Fill image. Oh, this should be a box. Actually, fucking derp. There we go. So we can not worry about that background image. BG battery. Okay. Alright, sweet. We got that to work. That was ridiculously stupid. So, alright, so we got our batteries here. Let's, I want to clamp them Well, shit, they are clamped. It's just these I have to fix, right? The actual segments. So, battery bar. So yeah, back in here now. We'll just say custom events, spend batteries. Right? Spend batteries, and we'll just say amount. And that'll be floats. I wonder here, let's see. Progress bar, back to graph. I'm just thinking about how this is going to get calculated. So... what if... so max... let's say current segments. And I wonder if we should change these to, let's change these to, what's the word here? Integers. So we can just get rid of the decimal points. We'll change that to an integer as well. Current segments, sure, and then max progress. We'll hit compile, and then that'll just be 5. Perfect. What is this saying? Can't parse defaults. Okay, well, yeah, sure, whatever. You'll work it out. There we go. Okay, so then we can turn that into a %. And that's perfect. Yeah, I'll fix the overlay or whatever so that it's exactly segments, or right? So, okay, so then... sorry, brain working for a second there. Okay, so spent batteries, this will be integer as well. So we're gonna get a 4 each. A gore each, everybody, 4 each. I'm going to right-click and... what's the word here? Part of me wants to promote this to a variable. We'll call this batteries. Okay, and we'll set this on event construct. Okay, so we got our batteries, and now I'll put this in a function. We'll call this spend batteries. Shit, I can't do that, hey? Okay. Inputs. Amounts. We'll need to make another function here in a second, too, to confirm that we can actually afford the batteries. We have enough sorry, yeah. We have enough segments of batteries to actually, whatever the fuck it is, spend it on whatever we decided here. Did we decide here? A gore each loop, yeah, it's a demogorgon each loop. Okay, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna get segments. And get current segments. Sorry, I lied. We're gonna get max. No, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Get current segments. We're gonna check if they equal 0. And if they do, then we're gonna skip them. Okay, and if that's false, we're going to minus the current segments. We're gonna do some adage here. Get amounts. Get amounts. Maybe we should get a for loop out of this, actually, I was just thinking. Let's promote this to a local variable and just say current segment. Current segments. Did I spell these right? Yeah, I did, okay. Local current segments, and we'll set that here just so we don't have to constantly reroute our stuff here. Okay, local current segments, is it equal 0? If it is not true, then we're gonna get to an amount and get a for loop. And we'll do this, delete this, and set this to 1. Okay. And then we will check, so this will be index 1. Yeah, we'll check if the local current segments equals 0. And if it does, then we're done. Can you do for loop with a break? You can. So we'll do a for loop with a break instead. So loop body, current segments equals 0. If it's true, then we'll say next battery, custom events. Oh, we can't do an event, it's in a function. Sure, I just hate doing this, it just looks so messy. But, that's fine. Okay, we'll do that, do this. Do 1. Here, okay, so is the local current segments equals 0? Then if it is, I just, keeping in mind, because this only runs once, right? So we set the local current segments. Instead of doing that, actually, we'll keep local current segments, but we'll promote this to a local variable. We'll just say current battery. And we'll set that. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, so we're going to run through this. We're going to check if the current battery's current segments equals 0. Then plug that in. Okay. And if it's true, then we're going to stop this break, and then we're going to come to back to this loop body, and then we're going to go to the next battery in our batteries array, right? So that's what I'm kind of thinking here. Drag that back. And then if it doesn't equal, we're going to take our current battery once again, and we're going to get our current segments, and we're going to minus. Okay, and then we're going to have to reset current battery. We're going to have to update progress. Or do we want to do that at the end? When the break, correct me if I'm wrong, when we hit a break, it comes out of completed, right? I guess we'll find out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Okay, so just reviewing my work here. So we spend our batteries. We have the amount we need to spend. We do a for each. We get the first battery in our thing. We check if it's equal to 0, or we could also get... Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Before we do that, let's set... Come on, for the love of God, what's happening? There we go. Set battery is dead to true. And then we'll break. And then we can just check, instead if it's equals 0, we'll just check if the battery's dead. Okay, so then if it's true, we skip it. And that's perfect. Okay, and then we got the amount, and we start at 1. So 1 battery segment. We'll see if that works. Yeah, this should all work as intended. Update progress to be... I guess it'll be this index, hey? So the new value of the current battery will be whatever index we're on. Maybe we should do this instead then, instead of last index. And last index will be 0. Does that make sense? Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, so that updates the thing here, and then we need to make a function here for checking if we have... Sorry, we'll say... get battery power available. Let's keep it shorter. Okay. We're just going to get our batteries. We're going to get a 4 each. And we're going to get current battery, or current segment, sorry. And we're going to create a local variable. We'll call it total power, I guess. And that'll be an integer. And we'll just get total power and then add this there. And then we'll set total power. Okay, so we're getting each one of our batteries. We're going to get the how many segments are left, add it to the total power, and then set our total power, and then we're going to output a return node here with our total power. Okay? Total power out is what I'll say. Okay, perfect. That's all we should need. Okay, so we're going to go to our master HUD, and we're going to put this battery thing in here now. User created. Where are you, battery? Battery UI bar. Sure. Make that a little bit smaller. Looks a little jank, but whatever, I guess. We can make it look nice later. I think... Where's the battery? Oh yeah, it's in here. I think that we should make this smaller. Like that. And then what does it look like now? Looks better. I have it set to fill, but right here. It looks good here, you know what I mean? So yeah, like it looks, like I said, it looks really good in here, but I have it set to fill screen, so maybe just desired. Yeah, okay, and then we'll add some padding if I can't do that in here, so I've got to do it here. So I'll select all these and I'll add some padding of 5 and 5, something like that. There we go. All right, shit, that looks really good. Okay. So we got our batteries there. I think we'll start them at 100% health, or 100, whatever I said. Current segment's 5. And so we'll set we'll do events construct, and we'll do, what's it called? We'll just update our progress, and new value, we'll say 5, so we can get that going there. Okay, perfect. So let's open the, sorry, I need the HUD class next, and we need a interface, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll do that next. Bionic Smash interfaces. HUD does do we, sorry, check battery power. I guess we'll do that one first. And this will have an output of our power, I guess. This will have what's it called here? Integer. Perfect. So I'll compile that. Then we'll add one more, and we'll call spend. Or sorry, use batteries. Okay. Compile, we'll go back to the HUD. First we will go here and go check battery power. We need to get our master HUD, which is where we just put our battery UI bar, and then we need to check battery power. No, what do we call it? F get battery power. Copy that. Okay, so we'll check our battery power. That's all decoupled there with this interface. And then we'll use batteries. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll get our master HUD. Gets the battery UI bar. And then we will F spend batteries. Okay, I will just do a... yeah, because we don't have any abilities to use yet, so I'll just go into the player controller, and I will update core, player controller. We'll just do a debug here, debug, 5, number 5. We'll get our HUD, and then we will update, sorry, what did we call it? Just now in the... check battery power, that's the one. So check our battery power, pressed, and we'll do another debug key, 4, I guess. And then we will get HUD, and we will use batteries. Just want to see if that's getting updated properly. So we'll do one segment at a time just to see how it works, and then we'll up it to 2. All right, hit play. There's our batteries. Oh shit, I gotta anchor those to screen, pardon me. Anchors, we're gonna do to the top left. So, just so you guys know, for anchors, what do anchors do? This actually responds to the size of your player's screen. Okay, so, right now there's no, I don't have it on an anchor at all. Or, sorry, maybe I do. No, I don't. So, yeah, I'm gonna anchor to the top right, so now anytime I, change my screen size, it's going to update, right? So watch, I'll update my screen size, and it's going to respond to that screen size, okay? So that's what that does. Alright, so let's see if this works. We're going to hit 5 to check our battery power, which I guess nothing happens. Because we've got to print a string at this point. Where was it? It was in the controller. Print string. And we'll just see how much battery power we got, which we should have 15, because it's full, right? Play. Alright, 5. 25. Oh, sorry, yeah, 5 times 5. Yeah, 5, yeah, 25. Okay, sure. We got 25 up in the corner. That's hard to see, though. I'll hit 4. Oh, I took damage for all of it, eh? Okay. That makes sense, I guess, in a way. Spend batteries, so... We always got to check if the amount is also 0. So why don't we check that immediately? Sorry, we'll do... Yeah, before we cache that, we'll check if the get amount... And does it equal 0? Sorry, false is what we want off that. There we go, let's try it out now. Still does all of them, hey? Okay. It's because I don't minus... This seems a little convoluted, so hang on. This is where the issue is. So... we come into... we got one battery, we just need to minus... So let's take the amount, then we'll minus by 1. And then we'll also minus the current battery's segments by 1. Right here. I like how I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Okay, so we'll subtract the currents. Okay, and then we also need to check afterwards if this now equals 0. That's true. Yeah, okay, here's where the issue is going to come in here. So, because I wanted to do one at a time and just recheck, essentially. Like, I don't want to do the whole amount minus whatever, because then it... Yeah. Well, I can just plug this into here. Right? We just do it again, and then, we also need to check if the amount is 0. Jesus, okay, so this equals 0. So here, how about this? Let's untuck all these. Okay, so we need to reduce the amount and then check if it's equal 0. So let's do the battery first. So current battery into here. Is the battery dead? False. And current segments minus 1, set it. Does this equal 0? If it does, that means that the battery is dead. So then we will get our current battery, and we'll set battery is dead to true. And then we will keep the for loop going. We honestly need a for each with a break as well. Okay, and then elements goes in there, array index doesn't matter. Okay, so then after this, then we take the amounts and we subtract it. And we check if this equals 0. If this equals 0, then we will break, right? So yeah, this can all go away. I do need update progress. So in this case, we'll update progress with 0. And in this case, we will update progress with copy paste. With whatever the current segment would be, right? Yeah, so current, and then get current segment, because we would have already set it, right? So, okay. Current segment, perfect. I guess technically that could be for all of these, right? So I could delete this. And then this can just go in here, because it's going to be the same for both, right? Current segment will be 0. Okay, so for false, this is where we loop back and break... Oh, and we also need to break off of this. Shit, okay, so we can't do that. Fuck! Oh, my brain! Battery is dead, so then this finishes, then we keep going. If the current segments equals 0, that runs. If it doesn't equal 0, we're gonna minus... we got a sub here, Aiden. Welcome to the realm, man. TGA fixes sliding too, so the character will not get stuck if they release the key under an object. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll check all that in a sec here. I just want to get this working. We're very, very close here. So, anyways, current segments equals 0 is false. That means we have more power to give away, and we'll subtract that. And then we check and see if that equals 0. But we need to minus the amount regardless. Sorry. Because this is going to end anyway, and then this, if this equals 0... I kind of wish this wasn't in a function, because then I could just do an event and this doesn't look so gross, but, we've got to literally, you know, come all the way back here and do this, right? And it doesn't like that, of course. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate how messy it is. Right, alright. Return to break it, because we have nothing left to run. Amount equals -1. Does it equal 0? True, great. We'll come back. We'll break this. We'll run out of completed. Okay. Hopefully this will work now. We don't like what? This needs current battery. That's good. Okay, compile. Perfect. Okay, we're hitting 4. Nothing's happening. The current batteries are updating. Okay, but it doesn't update until it's dead. Copy that. So this check needs to be after this. We need to update the battery, or update the progress, pardon me. And then check that. Alright. What a messy little frickin' thing that is. Okay, checking. Oh yeah, there we go. Battery's going down. There we go. Oh yeah, everybody. And then we'll check how many we have left. 8. Okay, cool. Battery system UI works. That's awesome. Okay, so let's look at some stuff here that David's completed here since we did this last here. Okay, so sliding C, right? Okay, and then you said to check and see if it I can't tell if I got up or not. Does it finish a slide? I can't tell. The camera gets clipped into the thing there, but... Oh, it does finish. Nice. Okay, sweet, David. Good stuff. Vault. Or do I have to push shift? Oh, okay. Vaulting works now. That's awesome. Sweet. Oh, yeah. And then we'll check the mantling now. Oh, frick yeah. Nice work, David. David coming in clutch with all that stuff. Yeah, and you got the check at how high it is, and then he grabs the correct thing, and then... That's great. Crouch test is control, right? Yeah, perfect. Awesome. And then what's this? Okay, okay. We're just checking that here. We're gonna have to work with the camera here, too, a little bit, after a little bit here. Yeah, because the camera, yeah, both for the slide here, and the camera just does some weird shit, hey? The camera's also gotta, like, come down and just go with him with the slide like that, hey? So, I also have to make that mandatory somehow, because that looks pretty badass. Whoops. We should probably also add a check-in if we're not running. Like, I think when we're sprinting, we should be able to do the slides, but not, the other way around, right? That's awesome. Mini-map looks great. It's, yeah, freaking awesome. And then, yeah. So like I said, if I get help with the gas C++, that would be excellent. And then we can hopefully start doing some abilities, you know, right? Yeah, we need to make a good cam system, for sure. Okay, anyways, last thing here, and then I gotta get off here, because, I got stuff to do here. So, somebody said they shared their plugin in here. Showcase my work. Thoughts on the title screen. Okay, this is, unrelated to the thing here. Where, sorry, where is it? You said it was in Showcase My Work, I thought. Sorry, yeah, let me just look at what it was here. I'll have to, sorry, I just got a text, I gotta get off here, so, but I do, yeah, I'll look at it next stream here, okay? We'll figure out where he put it there, but, yeah, it should be good, so. Anyways, yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for checking out the stream here. Of course, you know, if you guys like the stream and haven't subscribed, do Unreal Engine tutorials, and we're making this community game here. Sovereign members get access directly to the project, so just like David has, and a couple of other sovereigns as well. They can just go right into the project and edit whatever, and then we can see the live changes on stream and stuff. So, yeah, that's really great. So I'm gonna commit my changes here that I added to the battery UI. Okay, and then I'll commit, and yeah, hopefully we'll get this upgraded to 5.8 for the next stream as well, and yeah, guys, thanks a lot for joining, and whoops, I will add that back in there, whoops. Yeah, keep learning till you game over, guys. See you later.